Hi everyone. So in this video, I am going to give you a little bit of an explanation about how undistributing meets factoring. So here's what I mean by that. Do you remember ZPP? Hopefully, when you look at this purple problem, the word undistributing pops into your head and you realize that we can actually look at each of these terms and see what they have in common and undistribute that, meaning take it out. So that means that I can take out a 5x from each term, and I'm going to be left with an x plus 2. Okay, so the idea of undistributing is the idea of looking at what we can see in all of our terms and look what they share and to take it out. Okay, so what we're going to do is think about this with factoring. So when we see this trinomial 2x squared plus 10x plus 12, the thing that stands out to us right now is this 2. And the reason why is that what we've been factoring so far, everything has had an A value. Keep in mind, right, that this is our A, this is our B, and this is our C. Everything has had what we call an A value of 1. And now that we have an A value that is not 1, we need to try to get it back to being 1. And the reason why is that our magic diamond works when we have an A of 1. So what we're going to do here is we are going to look at all of our terms, my 2x squared, my 10x, and my 12. And I want to see if there's anything that they share, meaning is there anything that I can take out? And in fact, they all have our multiples of 2. So I can actually take out a 2, which means what I'm going to be left with is x squared plus 5x plus 6. Okay, if I wanted to check this, I could distribute the 2 back into this trinomial, and I should get back to this trinomial up above. So now that I have undistributed my two, you can see that we now have a coefficient of A of 1. So what this means is that now we're able to use our magic diamond. So I've taken my B value of 5 and my C value of 6, and I've plugged them into my magic diamond here. So now I need to think about what multiplies to 6 and adds to 5. And the answer there is going to be positive 3 and positive 2. So when I factor this, I end up with 2 because I still have to include this 2 that we factored out, still needs to be part of my factor answer. So 2 parentheses, x plus 3, x plus 2. Let's try another one. So again, we're going to look at our terms here. We see this 3, that's our A value, and we know we now need to try to undistribute. So I'm going to look at my terms. 3x squared, negative 24x, and positive 36. Is there something that they all share that I can take out? They all share 3. So when I take that out, I'm going to be left with x squared minus 8x plus 12. Now using this part, I'm going to create my magic diamond. And I'm now seeing what is going to multiply to positive 12 and what's going to add to negative 8. So that's going to be my negative 6 and a negative 2. So then when I factor it, I'm going to have 3, because remember we're bringing this 3 down, times x minus 6 times x minus 2. Another one. Again, we see this A of 4. So we want to think, what can we factor out? What do these share? 4x squared, negative 8x, and negative 60. They all share 4. So when I take that out, I'm left with x squared minus 2x minus 15. I'm going to then use this trinomial here to build my magic diamond. So I'm thinking, what is going to multiply to negative 15 and add to negative 2? And that's going to be negative 5 and positive 3. So my factored form becomes 4 parentheses x minus 5, x plus 3. Keeping in mind this 4 is still part of our factor. And the last one. This gets a little tricky because now I have an A value here that's not only not 1, but it's also negative. So again, we're going to look at what do we share? Negative 2x squared, negative 2x, and positive 4. So not only is our magic diamond when a is 1, but it's specifically when a is positive 1. So I know that this negative 2, I want to get rid of that. So let's pull out a negative 2. And I know that I can pull out a negative 2 of the rest of the terms as well. So this is going to be left with x squared plus x, because keep in mind when I do negative 2 times a positive 1, I'll get back to my negative 2x there. And then negative 2, and then this will become negative 20 at the end, because negative 2 times negative 20 will get me to positive 40. So now I'm going to use this trinomial to build my magic diamond. I'm thinking about what is going to multiply to negative 20 and add to positive 1. So that's going to be positive 5 and negative 4. So then my factored form is going to be negative 2. Remember, we're bringing this negative 2 down to our factor, and then x plus 5, x minus 4. So hopefully this makes sense. Again, it's taking what you already know about factoring and what you already know about undistributing and combining them. Let us know if you have any questions.